Welcome to the Prep Pigskin Report podcast.
Welcome to PPR podcast number 50. My name is Paul. His name is Burt. We're both wearing PPR apparel. His the hat, my shirt. You can get it at preppigsreport.com. Burt, would you like to introduce our 50th guest of the podcast series?
I would. Abel Estrada, center from Montgomery High School.
And how good is Abel?
My opinion, Abel's the best center in the county, but you'd have to wait and see. Abel's going to have to tell you. Abel, you have a teddy bear behind you, just so you know that.
Yeah, Abel, you're the first guy who's done the podcast with a teddy bear. Would you explain that, please?
My girlfriend got it for me for my birthday.
Oh, so he promised to have it on today. Did she make you put it in the background or no? Or is that your idea?
Nah, it was just there.
All right, so Abel, when you hear Burt say you're the best center in the county, what's your reaction?
I think it's true.
What makes a good center?
I think you gotta have a good football IQ. You gotta be fast. You gotta be able to read defenses. You gotta be able to talk, communicate.
Abel, that's when I watch you, I think, and you don't see it a lot. I mean, your technique's almost like flawless to me. Your footwork's flawless. Who do you work with on the off season, or is it your coach at Montgomery?
I work a lot with Coach. We have a good O-line coach in Montgomery, Coach Lira, and then I also work with Giant Skills Athletics.
Very good.
That's where it comes
Very
from.
good. So that's your version of 7-on-7, basically.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So I went and saw, it was a Southwestern College O-line camp, and you didn't do it. Did you have a shoulder or injury or anything like that?
Yeah, I dislocated my shoulder, but we're good now. We rehabbed it and everything, and we're like back to normal.
But you're all set now? No problems for the season?
Yeah, no problems. We'll be ready week 1.
Oh, good.
All right. So being the best center in the county, explain what does that mean? I mean, what schools are you looking at? What schools are looking at you?
I got 2 offers right now. One from Cal Lutheran and then one from Genville and Pennsylvania.
And is that because of your how big are you?
I'm 6'2", 250.
And and I say big schools because I don't know that there are any different, but are you considered small for people who are recruiting at the Power 5 level?
I think so, like weight wise. I don't think I'm there quite yet.
Are you working on putting more on?
Yeah, I need to. I'm trying.
And then can I just follow up?
Yeah.
Playing at Montgomery, do you get the exposure that you'd get if you were playing at Cathedral? I mean, or do they find you?
I think it's. I think if you're good enough, they will find you. I truly believe that. But I think it is a little more of an uphill battle, like playing at a D4 school compared to like an open division.
So I got another, because you guys have an interesting, a pretty good setup down at Montgomery for football. Your principal, Louis Zoomstein, played at San Diego State, and your head coach, Freddie Dunkel, played at San Diego State. I mean, that's pretty a supportive cast, wouldn't you think, for high school?
To get a walk-on or to get them.
I mean, does that even cross your mind, San Diego State, or are you thinking somewhere else out of town?
Right now, I wouldn't mind going anywhere. I would like to go to USD. I think that would be cool.
So,
USD.
I mean, you want to play at the next level, right?
Yeah.
And where's your brother? Where's Johnny? Where's he playing now?
He's going to Hiram in Ohio.
And he's he got scholar athlete. Are your grades as good as his or no?
Right now my overall is at 3.77.
So they are.
I think his is a little better, but we're like right around.
His was better than everybody's. Don't worry.
But 3.77, you can get in it. You can play anywhere, right? I mean, your transcripts are not going to be the thing that holds you back. All right, hey, let's get political.
Oh, what are you gonna? What are you gonna ask about? I want to get political. Abel, you're from the South Bay, and you guys are in some of the league with some of these South Bay fields we've been talking about.
That was my question.
Oh, sorry. Well, as soon as you say political, I know what you mean. I mean, you guys have beautiful facilities in Montgomery. What's it like going to like a Castle Park, or I don't know if you guys play Mar Vista or Chula Vista in those fields when you guys get there? Is that hard for you? I mean, what do you guys think?
I mean, like Montgomery, I think has like one of the nicest fields like in San Diego, So, I mean, it is like a little weird going to like Chile when we played them last year, and it was straight like grass and potholes.
Potholes,
It like sucks, but
that's part of our thing. I mean, you guys, I don't know if you've ever been in Montgomery. They're up on a hill and they overlook downtown
Sure.
San Diego. You can see the fireworks. They got brand new turf.
It's a beautiful. For those who don't know, it's a underreported campus. It's beautiful.
And the gym's like, you might as well be Ohio State's gym. I mean,
Right.
but and then you go, 3 miles to Chula Vista, and it's horrible, and that's what we've been talking about. So I was just wondering, like, for a player, what your experience is going from your school, taking a 5-minute bus drive, and then ending up there.
Yeah, it sucks, like the field and everything, and then it's like the grass. It's not like good grass. It's like slippery sometimes. It's like it's not the best field to play on.
No.
So do you know this Adrian Gomez, the kid that made the big push at Castle Park? Have your paths crossed, or is he just a name on TV that you hear about?
No, I haven't crossed paths with him so far.
But what would you say to him if you did? Because here's a guy, a young man, who's making the difference, trying to get new facilities for his schools and for all the 4 schools west of the 805. What would you say to him?
I think he's doing something cool. He's doing something good. Like, hopefully he gets it. Hopefully he gets it done. Like, that would be like really nice, because those schools do need like work on their fields.
I'm going to ask a political question now.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Hey, well, you don't mind answering a political question?
No.
I'm going to go to a couple different teams for you now. So everybody in the county pretty much has modern day, Cathedral, 1, 2. There's some other ones they put in there. But you guys played modern day at the 707 for Southwestern College, right? You guys lost to them in the championship?
Yeah.
So some people, I'm going to ask you for a prediction because we're only 3 weeks out now.
Yeah.
Some people say modern day is just built for 707 and Cathedral's built for football, overall football. Who would you pick if you had to pick, and it was your life savings for that game? Who's going to win that first game?
I'm gonna go with Cathedral. I like their offense. I like how they run the ball a lot.
See, I'm going with Cathedral too.
Boy, that's Abel. That's not going to sit well with your South Bay brethren. Picking against you. You want to take another stab at that, or are you going to?
No, we're leaving it at that.
Okay.
Cathedral.
Hey, so tell me a little bit. I mean, I remember I've been down in South Bay forever, and Montgomery was never really good at football, and then Freddie got the job. I mean, what's Freddie been meant to that resurgence of that program?
Man, he brought it back to life. I remember being like little and going to some of the games, and it was just bad. Like I would see like Montgomery losing like 50-0, but then he got there, and then he just turned it around. Like he got there during the summer when my brother was a freshman, so I was in 8th grade. So he didn't get a full season, and he like flipped the program around right then and there.
How did he do it?
He's just a good coach. Like he makes sure like our discipline's good. Like I feel like he brought the like team together like really close. Like we're like a tight knit group. And he like always like.
Yeah, he brought a lot of good coaches in too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a lot of good coaches too. He has a good supporting staff.
And how's that like? What would you give an advice for an incoming freshman? Because I know every freshman just wants to play football, and then they get out there, and the seniors are out there. But you had your brother was a year older, so you had a little bit better. What's your advice for incoming freshmen who are thinking of playing football, but then they get out there and they get a little intimidated, and then they don't play? What's your advice for them?
I think you just gotta go out there and give it a shot. Like you could just like try your best. Like yeah, you're gonna be at a disadvantage because you're young, but then you just gotta like see past that to like, yeah, you're gonna have your hard times, but as long as you keep pushing, getting better, like you'll be able to like become good or like become like those seniors in like no time.
Do you play both ways?
No, I just really play offensive line.
I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Who have you hit the hardest? What's the block you remember most? And who's hit you the hardest? Where you thought, woo, I got to get the number of that truck. First, we'll start with who have you hit the hardest?
Who I think.
Is there a block that you remember that stands out crystal clear in your head?
There's 2 against Mar Vista, where it was like the camera was just like perfectly set up, so where they saw me like driving onto the sideline, and I just like straight pancaked them, and like that was my favorite. And then there was another one where I pulled, and I like drove him like 50 yards back, and it was like straight out the blind side. That was like my 2 favorite blocks.
Do you have those on video, or do you have pictures of those?
I think I do have videos of them. Yeah.
Oh man, you got to send them to me, okay? Like today.
I got a picture of you I need to ask you about. Is it true you play on the doubles tennis team?
Yeah, I did do tennis this year.
So it's you and another O-lineman. What's his name?
Eddie Reyes.
And you guys wear coordinated, I got some of these pictures too, just so you know. You guys wear like coordinated outfits every week. Do you guys ever win a match?
Yeah. No, yeah, we did. We weren't that bad. We weren't that bad.
What's your record?
I don't know, but we won like 4 or 5 matches.
Really? What are those?
Hey, all right, so does the footwork in tennis, does that help your footwork at all in the interior line?
I think it does because like a lot of it's like pulling where you just gotta like flip your hips and then just run. It's like it's actually pretty cool. Like I did it. We kind of did it like just messing around. Like the tennis team needed like some players, and the coach is cool with us, so he asked us like to do it. We're like, yeah, we'll like try it out for a game or whatever, see how it is, and it actually ended up being really fun.
I've never even heard of it. Have we ever interviewed any player that does tennis, let alone an O-lineman?
Did you just pick the game up cold, or have you hit a tennis ball before?
Nope, never.
Yeah. You don't have any videos of any of your matches, do you? Because I only have the still shots, but I'd love to see some of these videos of these wins you tell us about.
Oh, that's hysterical. So you can serve the ball without double faulting, and you can do all that.
Yeah, like it was fun.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. So Montgomery's aspirations. How good are you guys going to be?
I think we're gonna be really good this year. We got a good young team, but we're really close, and I think that's what's gonna push us far. Like we do it for each other.
So I know it's a team sport, but just indulge me for a second here. What are your goals individually?
I want to go. I think it would be cool to. I want to get first team all league again for South Bay, and I would want to get on this. I would get on the all CIF team. Mm-hmm. I would like to get on that.
What about the
or maybe player of the year?
You forgot Iron Hog.
Do you know what the Iron Hog is?
Yeah, or no, actually, I don't really know what the Iron Hog is. I know it's like for the best lineman.
The Iron Hog, yeah, the best lineman goes on the PPR every year. Like you got to be in Shaq's pig pen.
He was on Shaq's pig pen last year, I remember.
Do you watch the Prep Picks report? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I do.
And you were on Shaq's pig pen last year, I remember, weren't you, as a junior?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
All right, so we got to pull that video. All right, we got a couple more minutes here. Sully, you want to ask your question? Who are the?
Yeah, well, he's a lineman. Linemen don't pay attention.
Well, how closely do you follow this? Who are the 5 best players? If you had to pick our podium for the PPR, what 5 players would you put on the podium? You're right. He's a lineman.
Lineman on it. You can't ask lineman. And he plays tennis doubles.
Yeah.
Not even singles. He plays doubles.
Heck, all right, I'll ask you now. Tell me about your name. Is that a biblical reference?
Abel Estrada. I know it's in the Bible and I know the story of it, but I don't think it was picked because of it.
And is Johnny your only sibling, or do you have any sisters?
I have one sister.
And is your mom still coaching the cheerleading?
Yeah, she's coaching cheer.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Just keeps an eye on those boys.
Wow. Well, Abel, we certainly appreciate you doing this with us. Let's finish with this. Football. Is it good? A lot of parents are shying away from the contact sport. They think the game is too dangerous. And you've seen your share of injuries, you've had your share of injuries. You had the dislocated shoulder. But do you feel football is worth the risk?
Yes, I think football is like the best thing. It teaches you so much life lessons. I think it's the best thing to get a kid into.
I think that's what most people agree on. It's a life lesson. It's basically a course in life.
Teamwork. Life lessons.
Didn't work for us, but
yeah. Well, Abel, thank you so much for hanging with us. We appreciate it. We're trying to keep these to 15 minutes, and that's what we've done. So, thank you, sir.
Okay, no problem.
One more question, Abel. Did you give the teddy bear a name or no?
His name was Abel Jr.
Okay. just checking.
All right. Push the buttons. This podcast is over. Thanks, Abel.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.